So when it comes to weddings, there are more than a few etiquette rules to live by. Do you know this? Wedding etiquette? There's a lot.
Like who pays for the wedding?
Well, that's something that can come up. Our next guest is going to tell us just that. Here with us now is Karen Thomas, the CT etiquette expert. Karen, this is a big topic.
It is huge,
right? Because there's a lot of do's and don'ts when it comes to planning a wedding.
There are, especially with gifting, who pays for what, who does what. It comes up quite often.
Right.
So who pays for the wedding? That's a big question.
That's what you want to know, right?
Yeah.
Well, traditionally, the bride's side gets saddled with most of the expenses. Traditionally, I say. Things have changed. There's also times where the couple decides to pay for it, but traditionally, the bride's side will pay for all of the things that go along with the dress, the actual venue, and all the things that go along with that.
And then what is the groom's side responsible for?
The groom's side is traditionally, again, I use that word, is responsible for the rehearsal dinner, so taking care of that and any of the outside guests that come in and those things, the tux for the gentleman and the rings for her.
Now, is this something that you talk amongst each other with, like the father of the bride and the father of the groom? Do they talk about it?
Probably should have a conversation, but these are just the traditional, like what you.
This is what has exactly what we're accustomed to is those traditions. However, again, some people decide that you know what we're going to do it. We're going to take care of it all of ourselves, which is probably a big relief for parents.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But tough for the couple, obviously.
Right. Yeah, and then I feel like a lot of times couples chip in as well.
Absolutely.
When it comes down to it.
Yes.
How about gift giving? You're giving gifts?
Now, a lot of times, now the old rule was you need to pay for your dinner. So in other words, you were invited to, you should put in that amount of money that you would that would cost for the dinner, okay? Those rules have changed. So what you can go by are these guidelines. And again, gift giving is always up to the giver. So you decide on what you want to do, but use these guidelines. So if it's a friend, $50 to $75 is acceptable. Okay. If it's a relative, $100. Close relative, $100 to $150.
And that's if you don't go to the wedding?
Now, that is if you go to the wedding. Okay. If you don't go, you can go a little less. And if you do not go to the wedding and you receive an invitation, you decline, you RSVP and decline, but you have up to 2 months to send a gift.
Now, is that if you like or dislike the couple?
Well, that's your choice, right? You wait till the very last moment and say.
Yeah.
So I got wedding gifts up to a year after the event.
Faux pas.
Is that true? That's an old, that's not the case anymore.
No, now they also, another faux pas is when the bride or groom don't send the thank you notes out. They think they have up to a year. It's 6 months.
Did you do it, Teresa?
It's 6 months.
Oh, I did it in about 2 weeks.
There you go.
I'm really on top of things.
There you go. Fantastic.
Okay, so let's talk about guest attire. Sometimes on the invitation, it makes it very clear black tie.
Absolutely.
But sometimes you don't know what you're walking into.
Well, you should go by what is on the invitation. So if it says black tie, you should go with that. That means that gentlemen should wear a tux, a formal tux. Women can go with an actual gown, a full-length gown, or a cocktail-length dress. That doesn't mean cocktail short, it means cocktail length. Black tie optional gives you the option to wear those, but again, it's more on the formal side again. So you're not going to go in a summer dress. And you should never, ever, even if it's a beach wedding, never, ever wear shorts, tank tops, or sandals, ever.
Oh,
no tank tops, right?
So you could put those flip-flops away, Ryan.
Well, I was going to wear them this weekend, but I guess I won't. And also cream is a big thing for, I guess, the ladies or the gentlemen. You don't want to upstage the bride.
No, this is crucial. If you are going, and any women out there, they should definitely stay away from the white and cream.
Okay.
And even play it safe at a wedding, because you don't want someone talking about your outfit the whole night, right?
True.
I mean, it's the bride's day.
It is her day. Why would you want to do that? And again, you can have something that has white in it, you know, perhaps maybe a small shawl or a sweater or something, but, you know, don't go in all white. It's just not acceptable.
All right, this is going to go outside a little bit of the realm of etiquette.
Okay.
But oftentimes, I don't know, maybe it's just the people I hear, but sometimes they say you should never have a bridesmaid that's more attractive than you because they'll detract from your...
But that's tough.
I mean, I've heard it before.
How are you going to do that?
For those people, perhaps are a little less less shallow or lacking in self-esteem,
Sure,
maybe go with that. But I never would recommend anything like that.
Okay.
There you go.
With a wink at the end, just to clarify.
Right? Wink, wink.
Toasting etiquette is big too because everyone wants to kind of say their bit, but you don't want to go overboard with this.
No, and you know, there's a time and a place. So the rehearsal dinner, that should be done by the host hosting the actual event.
Okay.
So it would be the groom side, so it would be the father or the mother of the bride. In their absence, who would be hosting, they can do the toast. But at the wedding now, it usually is, tradition states, it's the maid of honor or the groomsman, the best man.
Yeah.
Keep it safe. Keep it clean.
Right. And if it's not, Teresa will show up at your wedding and stop.
I have stopped a best man
speech.
Have
speech
you?
because it was so bad. They were talking about strippers and inappropriate things.
See?
And there are grandparents here, and everybody was
Mortified.
appalled. I had to say something.
You know, good for you. And these are keys that you need to keep in the back of it. Keep it short, 1 to 2 minutes.
Right.
Keep it relevant. You know, you're wishing them well on their big day for their life together. That's what it should be about. Now, what happened
not a
when you were
roast,
3?
right?
Exactly.
See, I want to roast at my wedding.
You do.
So start
With
taking notes.
With your grandparents
Get
listening,
ready.
I'm
Yes,
sure
go.
they're going to really
Grandparents.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure it'll be
I
good.
love it.
Karen, thanks so much. Where can we learn a little bit more info about you on your website?
I am on the web at ctetiquette.com.
Very
nice.
good. Thank you for
Check that
being
out.
here.
Thank you.